class, Professor Dockeray here. Welcome to Module 2. I want to start with a few housekeeping things and then I'll get started to explaining Module 2 for you. With this week, we're going to start getting into more structured assignments, so I want to highlight two things. First, every assignment is going to have a rubric. It's usually at the bottom of the assignment page, and this shows you how to get an A. It tells you exactly what my grading criteria is and what sort of behaviors, so to speak, will give you good points, good marks, and which won't. So be sure that you're reading these for every assignment because that's extremely helpful. In some assignments, they may be more important than others. Discussion board, it just says, did you respond? But as we get into more in-depth assignments, it's going to be important to look at the rubric, so don't forget that. Also, please be sure every week you're looking at the gradebook and reading the comments that I leave you. Sometimes it might just say, good job. That's great news. That means I found nothing to say about your assignment. It was great. But this is also where I might give you tips for improvement or communicate maybe if there's a problem with your assignment. Sometimes students hand in assignments that just end up being blank just because of an error, I choose to believe. So if your assignment's blank, sometimes it's tough to reach out to every single student individually. Usually I will give you a 0 in the gradebook and leave a comment that it's blank, resubmit. The 0 is just for attention. Once you resubmit, I'll erase it and give you your grade. All right, now that that's out of the way, let's get on to Module 2. This week we're going to focus on time management. And I know it seems silly, but time management, to me at least, is one of those deceptive topics. Even if you're not a procrastinator, you don't think you really have major issues with time management, it's still possible that you're not using your time wisely. So there's always something to gain from this topic, even if you feel like you've got it all figured out. So this week you're going to read through Module 2 and complete 2 assignments. You're going to objectively evaluate a schedule from a fictional student named Janine, and in the discussion board offer suggestions to her. Don't forget to create an original response and reply to 2 classmates' posts. Every discussion board will involve replying to 2 classmates at a minimum. Let's see. The second assignment is to create your own schedule, either for this past week or for this upcoming week, and then don't miss them. At the very bottom of the assignment, there are a few reflection questions to answer. The goal of this is really just to write down exactly how you spend your time in a week and then look it over and see what kind of improvements you can make. It's not meant to force you or convince you to make a weekly schedule every week from now on. They're not for everyone. Personally, I don't keep a schedule either, really, as detailed as this assignment calls for anyway. I put things like meetings, classes, and appointments on my Outlook calendar, but I don't schedule out my lunch and my dinner and my bedtime. So if you're not a weekly schedule kind of person, there is one thing that's pretty simple that I would suggest that you do. So every Sunday or, the night before the traditional start of your week, whatever day that happens to be, take a look at least at your classes and your work schedule. When you look at your classes, see what to do at the end of the week. That can help you mentally prepare your week and plan to use your free time efficiently. So for example, if you have a week like we had last week in this class where, there's not a lot of homework, or maybe there is, but it's not too complicated, that you have a little time to yourself for free time, hanging out with your friends, whatever it happens to be. If you look ahead and you realize, okay, I have a very big assignment due next week, that's when maybe you don't go to the movies with your friends, or save the fun for later, basically. You don't want to wait till Sunday night to open a module for the first time and see what's going on and discover you have, a 10-page essay. Not in this class, but I'm just saying. So anyway, that's your introduction to Module 2. In Module 3, we'll be working on college skills like studying, note-taking, and test-taking. So I'll see you then.